It started like a dream come true. In March 2021, Matt and Lindsay Bennett moved into a newly built smart home tucked into a quiet cul-de-sac in Boulder, Colorado. The house was a tech lover's fantasy. It had voice-activated locks, motion-triggered lighting, AI-powered security systems, facial recognition at the front door, everything the modern world could offer. As a software engineer, Matt was especially excited to finally live in a place where he could test and tinker with top-of-the-line automation. They had 2 kids, Ellie and Noah, who immediately fell in love with the spacious backyard and the glass-walled playroom. Even their golden retriever, Scout, took to the place like he'd lived there all his life. For the first week, everything was perfect. But then the messages started. At first, they were just notifications on the security systems app, minor system errors, odd battery drainage in one camera, lights flickering without reason. Matt chalked it up to glitches. New systems always needed time to sync. But then came the first message. It wasn't a text or an email. It was a short, encrypted voice file that played through the kitchen's smart speaker at exactly 3:17 a.m. "You lock the doors, but I've already seen the inside." Matt jolted awake to the sound. Lindsay was terrified. He tried to dismiss it as a prank, maybe some neighbor hacking into the system, but he couldn't explain the second message. This time, it came with a photograph. A picture of their daughter, Ellie, asleep in bed. Taken from inside the house. The Bennetts reported it immediately. Police came, checked the house top to bottom. No signs of forced entry, no hidden cameras, no fingerprints. The photo had been uploaded directly into the cloud system linked to their smart home, bypassing multiple levels of password protection and encryption. It was almost impossible, unless the person had physical access or intimate knowledge of the system. Matt became obsessed. He disconnected everything, then rebuilt the security system from scratch, using military-grade encryption he had access to through a friend at a cybersecurity firm. He even installed analog backup locks, just in case. But the messages kept coming. "You unplugged the house, but I still see you. You forgot the attic. I didn't. You smiled during dinner, but your wife's smile is fake." Each message was more disturbing than the last, personal, cutting, invasive. It felt like the house itself had turned against them. Lindsay began sleeping with the lights on. Ellie started wetting the bed again. Noah stopped speaking altogether. Things reached a breaking point when Matt got a message that was not just encrypted, but handwritten. It was left inside the refrigerator. A slip of paper, dry and clean. Written in blue ink. "Let's talk soon. You don't really know this house, do you?" The police combed through everything again. Nothing. That's when Matt found the hidden subnetwork buried beneath the mainframe, an isolated stream of data that had never shown up in diagnostics. Someone had created a mirror of the smart system, allowing them to observe, record, and even control parts of the home from a remote location. Except the subnetwork wasn't remote. It was being run from inside the house. Digging deeper, Matt unearthed something strange in the property records. The house had only one prior owner, an older man named Edward Grayson. He was listed as the builder, designer, and occupant. No relatives, no known associates. What no one knew, not even the real estate agent, was that Edward had never officially died. He simply vanished. Grayson was a paranoid recluse who designed smart homes with custom-built systems. He believed the government was watching him and built his houses with underground bunkers and hidden passageways. When Matt checked the blueprints, he discovered a sealed maintenance shaft between the walls, one that was never disclosed in the final construction documents. He followed the shaft late one night with a flashlight and a hammer. The crawl space was narrow and cold. It led beneath the foundation and into a chamber filled with electronics, old monitors, hard drives, even jars of food. Someone had been living there recently, but the chamber was empty. All except for one thing. A small, outdated webcam pointing directly upward, still connected to power. And on the wall, carved in shaky, frantic letters, "This house watches for me now." After the discovery, the Bennetts moved out within days. They didn't sell the house, they just left. Took what they could, left the rest behind. The case became a local legend, with reporters dubbing it the Watcher House Copycat, echoing the infamous case from New Jersey years before. But this time, the intruder wasn't just writing letters. He had turned the house itself into a weapon. Despite several investigations, Grayson was never found. His DNA wasn't in the hidden chamber, nor were there any fingerprints. But the way the messages stopped after the family left, and how all surveillance logs were wiped clean on the day they moved, suggested he was still out there, somewhere. Maybe living in another smart home. Maybe building a new one. To this day, the boulder watcher has never been caught. And the house, it still stands, untouched. No new buyers, no renters, just motion-activated lights that flicker on some nights, long after the neighborhood goes to sleep. Some say the house is empty. Others say it's still watching, waiting for someone new to move in, and for the messages to begin again.